Hi, and welcome back to Football Made Simple.
Raphael Varane looks set to become a Manchester United player, a move that should have their fans excited. The fee is another massive plus, with reports ranging between £35 and £50 million. He reached the very highest level at a tender age with impressive performances, and his CV speaks for itself, with 3 La Ligas, 3 Supercopas, 4 Champions League and a World Cup, amongst a myriad of other honours. But what exactly will Varane bring to Manchester United? Let's take a look. Varane would certainly walk into the first 11, so rather than analyse him in a vacuum, we'll analyse him referencing how he would function alongside Harry Maguire, as the two would complement each other in several ways. At Madrid, Varane played as the right centre-back, which is perfect for Maguire, who has always played on the left for United. We'll start off in possession. On the ball, Varane is competent and is able to go longer when necessary to spread the play, often to the wingers, attempting 6 long balls per game, but he only completes 60% of these, showing that it is not his greatest strength. And the Madrid team had been built so that Varane wasn't depended on to do this, with Sergio Ramos next to him being the main man on the ball, so Varane could often just play simple passes into his partner. This is clear in the stats, with Ramos outperforming Varane in almost every metric, such as touches, attempted passes, long balls and progressive passes. Kroos or Modric could also drop into the defense to ease the load on Varane. This could easily be replicated at United, as Maguire tends to be the ball-playing centre-back either way, so Varane could just filter the ball into him to progress it. If Pogba plays as a pivot, he too could drop deep to pick up the ball. But the main benefit of Varane will of course come on the defensive end of things. His signing could transform the way United defend as a whole. For most of Solskjaer's reign, against elite sides, United haven't been able to defend with a high line, because whilst Lindelof has decent pace, Maguire, who's still an excellent centre-back, is incredibly slow, so couldn't cover the space in behind. This wasn't helped by De Gea not naturally being a sweeper who can close down the space. So, against top clubs, United often found themselves defending deeper to compensate for this, and becoming a reactive team as a result. Varane changes this. 2 of his standout traits are his ability to read defensive situations and his pace. And it's not just above average pace, Varane is incredibly quick, especially for a centre-back. This means United can now play with a higher line, as Varane can easily keep up with most attackers making runs into the space. In 2020-2021, United were 9th for passes per defensive action, showing that they didn't really press. The potential addition of the high line should be able to fix this. And of course, with his years of experience, he brings so much more to the side than just pace. When necessary, Varane can move higher up to be proactive in the tackle and win the ball back higher up the pitch. But at Madrid, he played alongside a proactive centre-back in Ramos, who was keen to push up at every chance to win the ball back, whilst Varane could use his previously discussed pace to provide a safety net. Maguire could therefore be the more proactive defender when needed, with Varane covering. And again, Varane excels in 1-versus-1 situations, where his pace means that attackers are reluctant to try and push and run past him, so Varane often doesn't have to go to ground. Instead, by covering his angles, he can hold up the attacker, giving his defense time to recover. In the 2021 season, only Leeds United conceded more than Manchester United 14 league goals from set pieces, which is over 30% of their goals conceded. Varane has a strong aerial presence, so he may also be able to reduce this when defending corners and free kicks. Admittedly, during the last couple of seasons, Varane hasn't been at his absolute best, with some shaky performances in the league and Champions League. Many have theorized this has been due to missing a more commanding centre-back alongside him in Ramos, who has struggled with injury. Whether this is the actual reason or not, Maguire also being commanding means that this shouldn't be too much of a factor. Formationally, Varane will probably not change too much, instead just slotting in for Lindelof. There is a chance United can move to a 4-3-3, with the logic being that Oli previously needed a double pivot to protect the weaker centre-backs. But with Varane, there would be less need to do so. However, a 4-2-3-1 is still the likely outcome. At £50 million, this is a deal too good to refuse for United, but I want you to comment down below how you think he'll fit in. You may also be interested in this video looking at how Sancho could transform United's attack, or this one comparing Conte and Tuchel's 3-4-3s, all linked below and in the cards.
A quick shout out to my Patreons for helping to make this video possible. If you want to support, head on over to patreon.com/footballmadesimple and you'll get rewards like early access to videos and exclusive content. But that's all for today, and remember, keep it simple.